understanding thresholds. Now, I can hear some of you say, I know what a threshold is. Well, maybe not like this. This is fundamental to understand when you're working with a reactive dog. Once you learn these, you'll be referring back to them again and again with any interactions you have with your dog, and I'll get to why they're so vital to understand shortly. A threshold is a scale of 1 to 10, or going from green right up through to red. In the middle of the scale, there's a number 5, a threshold. It doesn't really matter if your dog is overexcited or fear reactive. This concept is aimed at both. At the very bottom, we have a relaxed dog. A relaxed posture, they generally listen well, and they're at a distance far enough away from a trigger so they feel comfortable, and they're not reacting. Relaxed face, ears, mouth, and relaxed dogs generally have an open mouth. I want you to think about how often you've seen your dog with an open mouth. Then the yellow, they have only just become aware. They've just noticed that trigger, they're still able to be distracted by you, their body language is just changing a tiny bit. That mouth could shut, ears change, but they're not verbally reacting. Here we have the all-important threshold. Now a reaction is happening. They've moved to the orange. This is a clear reaction. They may have stiffened, their tails may have changed position, their ears may have moved, they will be fixating, they may be digging in or lunging. And here we have the red, a full-blown reaction. You will all be familiar with this. This is where most people will recognise there really is an issue and will absolutely struggle to move their reactive dog or break their fixation. They may be barking, lunging, growling, and if you have an overly excited reactive dog, you can have exactly the same, but you may just have some extra jumping and maybe some screeching thrown in too. Now, I know some of you will say, yeah, I know this, so why do I need to hear this again? The first thing to understand is the reaction actually started way down here. Your dog was actually just beginning to react here. This is where you should be working with your dog to help them change their emotions. Down here, they can still listen. They can be rewarded for calm looking. They're able to take direction and engage with you easier. You can change their emotions down here. And that is key to understand. Many people only deal with the actual full reaction. It is too late when they are reacting. You need to get really good at recognizing when your dog is entering these different levels. As they are up and over that threshold, they are no longer able to control themselves. You need repeated exposure at a distance under that threshold. That is how you change a reactive dog's emotions. Bit of a mantra to say here, under 5 to desensitize. This is a proven way to help reactive dogs. If they are heading up and over that threshold, you need to take action before they even get there. No desensitization work or counter conditioning can take place over a 5. It can't. They cannot cope and they need distance. Secondly, many people in their own home environment, and I would actually say the majority of people with a reactive dog, view their dog as being down here in the green and relaxed, when a trainer will come into their home and see them, assess them, and see them as being in the yellow, or even just at the tipping point of being just over that threshold because of stress. This is really common because you've lived with your dog for a long time. Stress can sneak up. It is insidious. Remember when I was asking about your dog's mouth? Generally speaking, they're open when relaxed. Have you noticed your dog has an open mouth and not because they're panting? Because you've lived with your dog for so long, You may not recognize signs of stress or are only just used to thinking a dog can be stressed when they're reacting. But many dogs that are reactive actually live with long-term and sometimes chronic stress issues. So we need to reset that scale a bit. Start to recognize just where they sit on it, because if you're viewing a dog as being much lower on the scale, you will be taken by surprise and miss the opportunities to help them when they are truly over that 5 on that 0 to 10 scale. You'll miss when they can be desensitized and when you can make some really good changes, as they will be much higher up on that scale. You will be banging your head against a wall day after day, week after week, because you will make very little difference. The stress stays with them. If they react daily, they will have high levels of stress. If you start to recognize that a reaction starts here, down in the yellow, and learn the ways your dog shows they're moving into those orange and red areas, you can make a huge difference with your reactive dog. We do have other videos on ways to calm dogs, which can help enormously with this, and also others on body language. You need to get as good as you possibly can at recognizing these little changes. Those subtle body language changes shouldn't be dismissed, as all of this helps with a reactive dog. You need to know exactly where your dog is on that scale and learn to read their body language like a pro.
Yes. Can I do a find?
Yeah, of course you can.
Find. We did some of them this morning, though.
He's doing very well with a dog with an intense bark and fast movement. And another couple of steps. Excellent. Okay, and we're slowly going to walk out. Have a look at the video called How to Calm a Dog, and also look at the one, Is Your Dog Stressed? All good information. You will find this really helpful when looking at ways you can help your reactive dog. Feel free to subscribe or join our Facebook page, where we have lots of information on reactive dogs. We also have over 20,000 followers. You're welcome to join us too. Thanks for watching and have a really great day.